Welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Good evening and welcome to Car Wax. I'm Michael, your Bougie Black Brother, and we're here for a music review. And I'm here with my co-host, Bougie Brother Sean. What's up, brother?
Woody, son. How you feeling today, man?
Nice. It's kind of dreary out, but I had a good time driving around autonomously.
Right.
So that was the shit.
Go deeper. Break that down for me.
So
You say?
rolling out with the Tesla, that was the basic of saying, yo, I'm rolling and I don't need to drive this bitch. So write me down fucking 85 and I'm not even gonna brake. You just stay with the traffic. Traffic got slower, the motherfucker slowed down. Traffic got faster. I just adjusted with a button. That bitch sped up. Nice.
So in translation, you just recently purchased the Tesla.
The Tesla 3. Wasn't going with no S's or no X's. I'm not balling like that. And even then, it has to be related to overall savings, and I'm going to be doing a podcast on it because the savings within 3 to 5 years will cut the cost of my initial cost of just having a regular car probably by $30,000.
Yikes! Word.
30.
That's a car.
Yeah, exactly. So I mapped it all out: insurance breaks, tax breaks, all that shit. All that helped me to say this is a good decision long term.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, Yep. So I had to get the 3.
Man, that's slick.
Yeah.
And FYI, you are the first person that I know very close to me, let alone my family, my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That has a Tesla. So, that's motivation, man. So I appreciate you for even doing that, for even letting it be known that that's the next car I need to be getting.
And in order to be outside of the norm, and that's me, and they call me Mr. Eccentric, but it's the best thing cost saving wise on the market, and it's an American car, so they can never tell me that I'm not buying an American car. So now,
and it's an American car,
and I flipped it from the Japanese back to an American car, so you can't tell me shit now.
All right, I like that.
Make America best or whatever that bitch said. But that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So let's go ahead and get into this review, man.
So long awaited, and I kind of delayed just a bit because I needed to hear it a couple of more times. And what we're talking about is Drake, Scorpion. And I know we talked about it earlier, and I was like, yo, man, what the fuck is this, man? You got this R&B shit, and then you got it's so mixed up, and you was like, just listen to it, dude. And I was like, all right, but goddamn, another one of these Drake crazy. And I started putting it on, and putting it on, and putting it on. And I realized, and full disclosure, I didn't realize I played that bitch probably for 5 days straight.
5 days straight. Yikes.
Home and back
right.
and home.
Right.
The whole thing now. I didn't even try to separate it anymore. I just was playing the whole fucking thing.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, it reminded me of back in the 80s. They used to play songs on the radio or so, and they would play it over and over. You never liked it until you started really listening to it. And then you were like, this song ain't bad at all. Listen to this motherfucker. And I kind of realized with Drake does things in so many different ways that you really, really got to listen to him.
Yeah, you had to pay attention.
You really got to pay attention. And that's what turned the tables for me. But initially, you heard it. I'm not going to lie about it. I was like, man, let me hurry up and do this review. This is some bullshit. This dude coming out and everybody just salivating over this bullshit. Well, you got to change your heart.
All right. So for me personally, I heard it the first day it came out. I heard the first CD
Okay.
first. And I got to work and I told my homie, hey man, check this out. He was like, he listened to it. He was like, it wasn't what I expected. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, you gotta listen to it. Man, you ain't hearing what he's saying. He's spitting. Like he's spitting, so
Right.
and that was just me. So initially, my initial listen, I was like, bars. His penmanship has improved tremendously. I was listening to a man who practiced, like he put his bar, he is a professional in it now, and you can tell because he really, really felt some type of way about the ghostwriting thing, because you're listening to it now and you're like, I'm like, this is nice,
And relatable. Relatable in the sense of
Drake's always relatable. Though.
Yeah. No, but to the point of I'm gonna have to talk about me and no one can write about me like I can write about me.
There you go.
So
okay.
That's how I kind of got. That's what I meant by relatable. I didn't mean like his overall shit because his overall shit is relatable regardless. His R&B side and his rap side. But what I heard from this was no one can tell my story better than I can tell my shit. And it kind of sounded a lot more that way to me.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, he definitely gave you like, this is me right now. I like the bars where he was like, I had bad boys getting at me. I had real Philly niggas trying to get at me. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, and then he was putting it in the rhyme and it sounded effortless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it also sounded like he put some effort behind it. You know what I'm saying? It sounded effortless, but on some songs it was like, okay, I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know. So that was my first listen.
Okay.
I listened to the second CD and I was just like, okay, not bad. Considering this is Drake. I'm not a Drake fan. I'm not a Drake fan. So considering, I'm like, okay, that wasn't bad. And then I listened to it again. You know what? To your point, the more you listen to it, the better it gets.
Yep.
And I noticed that I was just like, wow, this album is sounding better. So
I gotta ask you before you go on, when you heard Survival, and that was the first cut, did that put you in a place, or you just went through it and just started listening to everything?
No, you're absolutely right. When you first hear Survival, you're like, okay, all right, we're expecting something. This is gonna be good. And then the whole first album rides, the whole first side rides. But like I said, he was preparing you. But I don't think to a real Drake fan, I don't think he gave them what they wanted.
You don't think so?
No. I was talking to a friend today. They was like, I only like probably 4 songs in the whole album, but front and back. And I was like, well, are you a Drake fan? He's like, yes.
So help me out. Did you ask? Because I didn't really get that from people, but I didn't ask that question. So what do you think, or did you discuss, what does a Drake fan want to hear from Drake?
Well, I think Drake got a little over personal, maybe. Okay. He likes to keep things a little vague. He didn't come out. He didn't come out super hard, but he came out. This is a different Drake.
Okay.
This is a Drake that they've never seen before.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm assuming when they heard it, they're like, well, this don't sound like his old stuff. What's going on? But he was spitting. Yep. He had bars. I'm finna tell y'all about my life. Y'all seen this clown just try to run up on me, and then the more you're listening to it, and then you're hearing the stories and you're hearing the interviews, you're understanding that this whole first album was about Kanye. And then when you realize it and then you listen to it again, you're like, when he's talking about, I seen when some like 2 greats had to split up, or you know, he was going hard, man. He was going hard, and if you knew what he was talking about, you were really like, damn. You're kind of you're being really explicit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
if you
right,
knew what he
right.
was talking about.
So
You know,
that's why I said if you really listen to Survival, because I had that actually, if you go back to that, it sets off what he's about to do. I mean, he had like let's go with the Kanye thing. He had on there, yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga.
mm-hmm.
You know, pull back light skin. That's remember he said that on the Ye album. And then the other one that he said on there that kind of just kind of threw me. What was that? He had it in there. It was just fucking cold, man. And he just went through like back off of me. This is what the fuck I'm doing, man. And it just made me feel like this guy really want to tell you something. He really want to tell you something. And when he's telling you this is I'm speaking to these people that talking this shit to me. Yeah, I fell back 100 times when I don't get the credit. And that really told me, look, man, there's so many people that keep coming at me and I didn't say shit. But I don't get credit for that. I get credit when I come back. Oh, now Dre gonna come back on him. Look, man, I let a lot of this shit go, dude. What the fuck? And
Dude,
he
wrote
saying it.
he wrote a bar. He either wrote the hook or he wrote a verse for Kanye's newest album.
Yep.
So y'all coming at my head, but I just came from over there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
he was addressing that. He was addressing how Pusha T is just a humble guy. And you got Kanye puppet mastering you around, just to try to get a name, to try to get at me. Man, check your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm making sure everybody rich around me. You're not going to be broke if you around me.
Mm-hmm.
That was directly at Kanye. Sahai is getting per diem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He not doing what he needs to be doing. That's because Kanye don't care.
Yep. Because he's just selfish.
Yes. And Drake was literally addressing all of that, man, on some slick stuff though. You know what I'm saying? On some real, but that's how he's always been though. He just kind of put it to the forefront on this album. But he's always been a subliminal. I'm talking about you, but I'm not gonna say your name.
But he was harder to your point on this one. Even though he didn't put your name out there, it was kind of clear he was coming after that ass. You know what I mean? And the way he put the bars together was just so slick. And I was like, wow, fucking impressive, dude. Impressive.
Yeah, makes me think that he had something going on with the Kardashians. Makes me really think that Drake might have smashed one of the Kardashians, and allegedly. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say any names, but he was kind of making a couple of things clear. We bust down your girl, and it's not. Oh man, he was killing it, man. He was like, I'm talking to you. This whole first album is for you, but he made it sound great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He actually put it together very well. The first album was very well put together. So, it made me like the singles.
So go through the first album and your perspective of the first album. Because I think we kind of need to split it because I don't want to blend them together because then you lose the respect of each one. If we deal with them individually, I think we'll get a lot more substance and liking because that's how I had to do it. And then I was able to flow through it
listen
no
to
matter
the whole
what.
thing.
Yep.
Right. Well, yeah, definitely. So I'll go ahead and start with, of course, like we said, man, he started off the intro stupid. Survival was nice.
Yep.
And then Nonstop came on and I was like, oh shit, it's Drake on a rap song talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I can. It was like, okay, you're using some of that sprinkle. You getting the little Migos sprinkle going on. I see that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Drake getting his Migos on, you know, and Drake's makes songs with the Migos. Been making songs with Migos since day one. So I didn't see a problem with that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was cool. You know, okay, that's what's up, Drake. You know, we're here.
Yep.
You know, Elevate. I thought Elevate
like
was very smooth.
Yeah.
Very smooth. You know, he just bring them bars, man. Bring them bars, man. And you know what? The beats were quiet but good.
And I'm glad you said that. So let's segue into the beats. All the way through, the beats that I was kind of thrown off was on the R&B side, because there was a couple of R&B songs that I just didn't fucking like. You know what I mean? I just didn't like. But the ones that I did like, I highly enjoyed it. So if you peel them off, I think they were, to your point, they weren't overstating. They were just right. Like motherfucking porridge. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't not too cold, not too hot. It was fucking just right. And I like that about it.
Or maybe it was Drake handling the beats. You know, like
okay.
He's a professional. You know, I'm this is just coming off the top, but
okay.
You know, he hears the beat and he's like, nah, I'm gonna handle it like this. We're gonna use this beat, but I want it like this. This is how I want the song to be on this beat. Instead of hearing the song, okay, this is how we gonna do it. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, but the way he like. Okay, let's continue. Let's go ahead and continue. Emotionless with the Mariah Carey sample.
Yeah.
That's old Drake right there.
But that was one of my favorites on the front end.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of people's favorites. It's a lot of people's favorites. And I thought it was, I'm listening to it and I'm just like, it's old Drake here. You know, he was just able to still give you that feeling. You know, he has that story. He's good with his little stories, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, or how he, just gives his life to you, you know? You know, he's I don't know, man, sensitive light-skinned nigga shit, you know? So, and then God's Plan come on and it's like, damn, man, this is a good-ass song.
Yeah.
You know, I see why it's at the top of the charts. This is a good-ass song.
But when it first came out, I kind of dismissed it, though.
I seen the video first.
Okay, I didn't see the video.
When I seen it.
So
I seen the video first.
So, but within the context of this release, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
So within the context, this was a really good song. And then I saw the video and I was like, wow, how fucking deep is this?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's where I went. But I liked it more within the context of the way he had it set up. So I was like, this is a good song now. But then when I saw the video, it just took me. I like, man, wow! I was almost in tears the way he was.
Yeah,
man.
Shit, a little tear came down, a little sprinkle.
Wow,
I'm like, God damn, man, that's deep. That's deep. Spent all the label money to help. Man, that's what's up. That's what you do.
And almost, and he showed it like help anybody.
Yeah.
He's like, use the money to help anybody, but I'm going one place, and I'm gonna help these people. And it was just, man.
Yeah, that's powerful.
He didn't have to do it, though.
Exactly. That's why it was so great. You had to kind of just give it up to him on that one, man. Like, damn, Drake, that's how you gonna finish it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how you gonna start off the promotion. Like, that was like the hit, the first single.
Yep.
And then Upset comes on. Now, hearing it within the beef of Pusha T, it was like, this is okay. It was like
that shit.
But it was a single though. But when you hear it, for me, I kind of liked it when it was a single. But me hearing it on the album, I just respect how he made it, how he made the verse.
Okay.
He was like 50,000 on my name. That's disrespect.
That's disrespect.
100,000 on my name. That's disrespect.
$500,000. Hey, I can expect.
At least I know you tried your best.
And you tried your best. If you want to waste your money, get it.
Be my guest. Made me want to buy a tech and a vest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was cold. That shit was cold as hell. I was just like, all right, nigga, you know I'm saying? I like that. I like that. You know, he made it. He made some substance. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna end with this. It's gonna be the same, but it's not gonna be the same.
Right.
You know, so you know, and I'm sure he stole that from Wayne, but that's another story.
But you got everybody hollering. Can't go
Yeah.
50-50 with no hope.
Man, can't go 50-50
With no hope.
What? Can't go 50-50 with no hope. But man,
I fucking love it.
man, look. That's probably like my favorite shit on the whole
No
goddamn
shit.
album. You
Yep.
ain't lying
If
about
there's
that.
a hook, that's the fucking hook that I just fucking
look.
love.
Man, straight up. And then 8 out of 10 comes on.
Yep.
And that gives me the whole Jay-Z feel when he was beefing with Nas. You know, like,
Really?
hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. You know who I got beef with, but instead of calling his name out, I'm going to just put my credentials and tell you what I've been working on in my work. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but they still want to hate on me. Even when I'm selling out the Staples Center, nigga, I just landed at Will Smith's house.
Yep. Fucking via
You know what I'm
helicopter.
saying?
Yep.
What? How are you trying to clown on me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was cleverly placed on the album. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was your wifey.
Yeah, your nigga is pressing play. Your nanny is pressing play.
Your nanny. Your trainer.
Pressing
You know
play,
what I'm
bitch.
saying?
I was
Come
like,
on, man.
wow.
We all know. Y'all can talk whatever y'all want. Once this drops, everybody's playing it. So y'all can clown all you want. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
The beat was so encore-ish, you know.
Yep.
You know, it was a great song. Great. Placed it great. Because right after that, Mob Ties come on. Oh, that shit is killer.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the fire shit. Sick of these niggas.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these niggas.
Yeah.
Hire some help.
Yeah.
Get rid of them niggas. I was like, whoa, bruh.
Man, he killed it. And then he did his little singing thing in the middle of
Yep.
it. He was like, I see the batata. I was like, oh, that shit is hard. Oh, he was great. But again, man, he been fucking with the Migos, man. He been fucking with the Migos, dog. And he freshened up his flow. You know, I could tell. I just got me 2 for 40 million like Chappelle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was slick, man. Just the way he's able to, you know, move back and forth on the singing and the rapping, you know, and still keep, you know, he's keeping your attention with it, and he's still, bringing some substance, man. He was bringing some substance because it was his life.
But
you know,
the bars that he put in there, to your point, made you go, damn, listen. And that's what made me keep listening over and over, because then I was like, oh, this is this nigga hitting that. Oh, look at how he just rolling on. And then you can see the people who he was hitting at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then if you see the context of what he was saying, then you could say, oh, see, to me, I was like, this is what Sean was talking about. Gotcha. And I just kept listening to it. He's like, I'm sick of this. It's too late for all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit. It's too late for all that.
I was like, man, wow. And then I was just like, wow, he's bringing it. He's really bringing it, man. I'm just riding through it like, man. And like you said, man, the content of the verses is like, oh, man, this is great. This is great, man. You can't deny what he's bringing to the table. You know, you can try to deny, oh, man, you know, he don't spit like he used to. Man, he's bringing some bars.
Yep.
He's really bringing some way better bars than I expected, you know. And he didn't even hit below the belt. It was like you knew he was kind of disrespecting you, but he was being so sincere about it or something. It was like...
It was a matter of fact. It's a matter of fact that your ass ain't shit and you can't compare to me. It's a matter of fact. And that's how he was spitting. And so easily.
Yeah.
And I
It
think
was great, man.
that's how I think, the Carters was. The Carters was like, none of y'all can fuck with me. Y'all can't fuck with this family.
Yeah.
We are too high of a level that you can't fuck with us. And Drake is like, you know what? Don't you see what I'm doing? And you trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, we run these niggas out of town. You know what I mean? Now you got to relocate. Because we run your asses up out of town. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, he was really throwing some slick ones, man. And then Can't Take a Joke. I thought Can't Take a Joke was really good.
Yeah, it was okay.
You know,
it was okay.
I thought it was definitely since it was towards the end of the album, I got it. I was like, okay. But he was still trying to let you know that I got niggas, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They can't, so I definitely like that. I think Sanders Rose was really good.
Yeah, I think that was deep. I liked it. He put some hard shit within it too, which made it a lot more interesting. But I knew what he was trying to get at, bringing his mom back into it and everything.
Right.
I like that. I think Can't Take a Joke was one of the weaker on the first end. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad though, but it was one of the weaker ones. And his weaker one is still better than a whole lot of shit that's just been released.
Oh, hell yeah. His whole album is on the top 200 billboards, bro.
Yeah.
And actually, his whole album is above 100.
Damn.
His whole album. So they talking about, Tekashi 69 just dropped a track with Nicki Minaj called Fifi. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got number one. Okay, drop an album and let's see if your whole album can get on the top 100. Shit, let's see if you get on the top 50 then.
Do what I do.
Yeah, since you want to, yeah. But anyways, and then Talk Up. For me, when I first heard Talk Up, I guess I wasn't really feeling the beat.
Really?
Yeah, that beat didn't give me what I wanted.
Okay.
When I seen Drake and Jay-Z.
Okay.
But I ended up talking to somebody. I'm walking in the Sprouts, man, and I ended up talking to somebody because I had it bumping. And he was just like, yeah, man, Jay-Z was just flaunting, man. He was talking about Kanye too and how he do his thing. I was just like, really? So I went back and I listened to it again, and the Drake verse was straight, but the Jay verse was all right. It was all right. I was just like, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was featured on somebody's album, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, he got Jay-Z on his album. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
your direct competitor. You know what I mean?
That blew me. That blew my mind because, the fuck the arguing about who he talking about, Kanye or Jay-Z. Yep. Jay-Z's on the album, so clearly he's not talking about Jay-Z.
So Jay-Z would have said, what, bitch? You need to take that cut off. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Here's your money back because I can afford, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Whatever relationship we had, you need to pull this shit back, So you know who he was talking about. But I agree with you. I don't think that one was the fire shit that you would probably call out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, they did okay. I think I was okay with the beat. I just don't think they had enough fire.
Yeah, you think they just emailed the verse to Jay and Jay
just say, it's your turn. It's your turn. Okay, let's put this on this track.
They didn't have enough chemistry together.
Yeah, it didn't have enough fire to me. But it was okay, though. Once again, it was okay. But as a feature, and you see Jay-Z's name, your first thing in your mind, like, oh shit, okay. And then you... Okay.
And that again. But that was the only feature of the first album.
Yep.
Of the first project. So.
Yep. Because he carried everything else.
He carried everything. You're absolutely right. And if we threw off Can't Take a Joke and Talk Up, that would leave 10 tracks.
And I love Is There More. I like that. I like that little beat too.
Yeah, that's old Drake too, though. That's definitely old Drake right there. So yeah, but it also showed you his versatility, man. Again, he rapping and then he doing his little talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he's singing and then he's singing rapping.
Right.
And then he rapping singing.
So let me
Right.
ask you this then. So, thinking about the mixtape shit from the previous one, which I still enjoyed the shit out of that. But do you think because that was such a mixture of shit that he did in there, people thought this would be sort of the same way? Or
Oh,
or just a regular Drake release? Because I kind of set myself up to hear like the mixtape shit that he just did
mm-hmm.
in my mind. Now, I'm not a Drake fan, so I can't go back and say he needs to be like such and such album or whatever like that. I couldn't go back and relate it in that way. So the most I can relate it to is the previous one that I had on heavy rotation and shit.
Okay.
So when I heard this, I was kind of thrown off until I started listening. That's why I'm it's funny that I keep saying it, but I played this shit a lot. A
Yeah, man.
whole lot. And
This is
I was surprising because I never played something like this so much that
wow.
I got accustomed to it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I love KOD. I love it. But I didn't play it as much consecutively like I did this Drake.
Okay.
I played it because I love it, but I played this Drake consecutively because I digest it differently. And
It's
and
it's
he
full.
broke it up. It's so full. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead with your
full.
thought.
He's an entertainer, man. He's definitely an entertainer. He knows how to give it to you, present it. So
Mhm.
he has a leg up on KLD. Well, he has a leg up on J. Cole because of his entertainment background.
Yeah.
But you're right. The connections. He's just
Yep.
so to your original question. I apologize. Your original
No, go
question
ahead.
was,
Hmm.
May I don't know, man. I'm not a real Drake fan, so I can't really digest and dissect it like that and be like, whoa, But I do know he came super hard on this
Right.
first part. I do know he let people know who he was. You know what I'm saying, and where I'm at right now. And just in case y'all think I ran from this, hell nah, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're coming at my head and I'm giving away shit.
Yep.
So
Remember that verse he said? A wise man said nothing at all.
yeah.
Because they was like, yo, they keep coming at me. But I remember a wise man once said nothing at all.
Man, smart guy, man.
And I
Real
was
smart,
like,
light skinned
wow.
dude, man. Gotta give it to him,
You
man.
got to. You got
Got it.
to.
I give him a lot of respect, man. He's a humble guy, and he has everything.
Mm-hmm.
He got whatever he want, whatever he need, man, and he's still out here. To your point, man, that God's plan, man, that thing really watered my eyes, man. I was just like, wow,
Yep.
damn, I wish I could do something like that. I wish I would have even thought of something if I had that opportunity to do that. You got people making $2.5 million things, and they would never think about giving none of that money away.
But dude, I guess to me, I would have never expected that. You know what I mean? Right now you got LeBron opening fucking schools and shit, and you like, big up to that brother right there. Oh my God, that is so great. But then you go back and say, this dude, I'm doing a video, but the money you give me, I'm gonna give that out because I know people need it more than me.
And you know what? That's probably where LeBron got it from.
Could be.
You know what?
Yeah.
I am gonna get the sponsors to invest in this school.
Mm-hmm.
But all the money that they put into the school is gonna make sure everybody gets shit free.
Yep. Family.
Because they need that.
Yep. Not just the kids, but the parents who need that help.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And this cat Drake walking around Miami saying, look, you got a homeless family or a family that's struggling. Here, take a couple of stacks. I was like, damn, look at this shit. Oh my God. Look at this, dude. And I'm like, who would do that? You know what I mean? Who would do that? So
right. And you got the nerve to try to diss this man?
I
for
know.
real?
I know.
Like
and you begging.
Dude.
You're around.
And you know what? He didn't necessarily address Pusha T, but he has some slick little lines for him.
Oh yeah. He
He
had
had some
enough.
slick little lines for him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just to let him know that your boss is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much, and I guess that's why fans didn't like it, because it was basically like Kanye's a bitch, low key.
Yeah. Or
You
you
know,
didn't have to do that.
yeah,
Once
man.
again,
Why
like we
you had
said
to?
about
Why
him,
you?
man, that's the
Mm-hmm.
little dude. Come on, man. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to do that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure, dog, but I enjoyed it. I
So,
enjoyed it.
second half. I want to get into the R&B side, the second half of the album, where we could break that down, because there's a couple of things I just didn't like on that end too. So, part 2 will close this out, and we'll see you next time on